Good evening. Nobody here? Hello.
Rima, good evening.
Hello, how are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thanks, you are because you're fine. I think we have to wait for your friends to come.
Yes,
Mm,
yes, of course.
Good evening, everybody.
Mariam, good evening.
Good
Good
evening. How
evening.
are you?
Mariam.
I'm fine. We have been waiting for you.
Thank you.
Mm, I think we have to wait for Sonia and Hanadi.
Well, yes.
Yes, I
Okay.
hope
We can
just to come.
wait for a few minutes.
Exactly, because they have been absent yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. Mariam, Rima, let's start because I have a class at 9 and I wonder why Sonia and Hanadi uh, didn't come today. I know that it's something bad, And I think that our usual schedule is applied now, but we can't wait for more than this. Hanadi is coming. Amazing. Okay, let me share the screen and let's complete talking about our topic. If you remember, Rima, Hanadi, we have been talking about cars, and approximately every one of us has driven a car before. So I think now we have to complete talking about cars. I don't know if you can hear me, Hanadi. So let me open the book and let's complete. Let me remind you
Good
about
evening, everyone.
good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry for not being able to
Mm,
attend yesterday.
Yes, we missed you, and I have been asking about you, but
Yes,
you weren't here. But thanks God because you are here today.
yes, thank you.
Okay. So let me remind you guys about the idioms that you have to remember, which are keep me in the loop. Sorry, it's about the cars. It is driving me round the bend, change gear, dead end in the driving seat, and fasten your seat belt. So now I think we have to complete discussing the topics that we started yesterday, and I think that we stopped in this question, which is about the best car you've ever driven. Okay, now, as usual, I have to start with you, Mariam.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think, yes, we have chosen a car. Okay. Um, the question is saying, Mariam, what's the most important factor when choosing a car?
Yes. We have to see if the car is um, comfortable and very economically. If we have to see if it's يعني consume a very هيدا a little يعني about the fuel
Ah, amazing.
and um, seats and maybe if it's a very strong car because your accident is يعني we can having accident in any time. So
We
a
can.
strong car is better.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
and
Mhm.
I think I like big car because we are a family. Even if two between my sons are married now, but we make every week many يعني rides together and we enjoy. So it's better يعني if it's very big.
Mariam, you told me that you have your own car,
Yes,
haven't you? What about your husband? Does he have his own car too?
yes,
Ah,
absolutely.
and do you have problem if you want to drive your husband's car? For example, maybe your car is broken or not working
Mm.
properly, and maybe
No,
you, uh-huh.
not at all. No,
Amazing.
we can drive يعني our cars um, husband's car or son's car.
Hmm.
No problem.
So you don't have any problem.
No,
Okay, amazing. And the next question is, Mariam, how do you think cars will change in the next 20 years?
maybe they they will fly. Maybe I
Ah,
don't know.
uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. And Mariam, not only as you said about the flying cars, but also about petrol. Do you think that a
Yes,
car?
yes, we
Mhm,
start now with hybrid cars who can يعني can consume fuel and electricity.
mhm.
So it's very good. It seems very good because I know someone who has a hybrid car. He is very, very satisfied.
Mm, mm. Okay, but Mariam, let's be honest. I think yes, you're right. We notice these days too much electric cars or hybrid cars, as you said, especially Tesla or something like that.
Yes,
But let's talk about cars which work out of petrol. Do you think that the companies, the oil rigs and companies will lose in the future?
definitely yes.
Uh-huh.
But يعني another way we can see the petrol and fuel يعني will be um, uh, disappear
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Uh-huh.
because yes, it's
Uh-huh.
time.
Completely disappear.
Mm-mm.
Okay, but Mariam, because we are talking about this topic, let me tell you something. I think I read an article about cars, about electric cars in the future.
Yes.
You notice, guys, that the electric cars are really smart. Even these days, or some cars, you can drive to work or home without even concentrating or even intervening in the function of the car. The car is automatic, is completely automatic. You have to do nothing except for sitting and do nothing. You can drink for coffee, or example, even you can sleep because the car knows
Yes.
your way. And this article, to be honest, Mariam, says
Mm.
that this is something dangerous because you will not be totally free to go whatever you want or wherever you want, because as you have now your car which works on petrol, you are free to go whatever you want. But concerning electric cars, you are not that free. You are really, let me call this restricted about not going everywhere or the way that you want. Do you think it's true?
No, I don't think that. So I believe that cars now is very, very يعني it's a revolution about car.
Mm,
But electrical cars يعني represent a real problem about electricity, where we have to يعني feed it in electricity or something like that. But and I think cars like that can be more يعني advanced uh, about for example if you for station يعني if you يعني هي بتصف حالها.
mhm,
Okay, يعني you can put it in the place and هي بتفوت بين سيارتين يعني
mhm,
between two cars
mhm.
لحالها. You don't have to make
Self-control.
yes, yes,
Mm,
but يعني I don't think cars um, يعني drive you where they want. I don't think that
mhm, mhm. Thank you so
because you
much.
have to يعني
Mm,
if we arrive into that, I consider يعني we must we must have
mm,
some application where you can put your destination. So
Mhm.
no, I think you can شو بيقولوا تسيطر.
Mhm. Mm.
Not the car, no, it's very no.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Mariam. Okay. Hanadi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I think Hanadi, Mariam is saying something which is extremely important. Let me ask
Mhm.
you this question. Some people say the smarter the car is, the more dangerous the person is in. Do you believe in this saying?
Maybe because it's about giving the car the control, all the
Mm.
control. So I think, yes, it's true.
Okay. What about the future cars, Hanadi? What do you think? After 20 years, how could you really imagine the change in the next 20 years?
I think the future of the electric cars will be much better than now.
Mhm.
And because the people are thinking to reduce the consumption of fuel and something like that. So now we can realize that there is few electric cars, but in the future, I think there will be a lot.
Mhm. But Haradi, let me tell you something, and this is extremely
Mhm,
dangerous. As I said
mhm,
to Mariam, I read this article. Let me give you an example. Let's imagine that the American government wants to do
mhm,
something and it doesn't need or it doesn't want the people, the public knows what the government is doing. And this
mhm,
practice or this thing, maybe the government wants to do it in a certain land. By
mhm,
by inventing electric cars, we will not be totally free. Maybe they will program the cars not to go in that place, and people will not know what is going on in this
mhm,
place. Do you think this
mhm.
article is saying the truth?
I don't know. I didn't hear about that
Mm,
before.
yeah.
Um, I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, I read this
But
article.
maybe Americans
Mm.
Americans can do can do a lot.
Uh-huh.
So it's something maybe expected. So I don't know. Maybe yes.
Which car do you prefer, Hanadi? Do you prefer the petrol car or the electric car, the fully automatic car? But keep in mind that in
Uh,
the car, that
mm.
petrol car, you will be totally free. But electric car, no, you will not be totally free to go whatever you
If
want, I
this
mean.
is yes, so if this is the case, no, I prefer the other car, not the electric one.
Mm, okay. And
Mm,
you said, Hanadi, that after 20 years, the future of electric cars will polish and will flourish.
mm,
But what about
mhm.
the cars which work on petrol? Do you think that they will disappear?
No, I don't think so, because in the community there is people with a good level. I mean socioeconomic level.
Mm,
So that's why I think that the electric car are too expensive. Electric cars are too expensive.
uh-huh,
So that's why I need that. I think that we need also the fuel cars
uh-huh.
for maybe for poor people or for people with average level. So I think that
Good answer. Thank you so
there
much,
is some.
Hanadi.
Mhm,
Okay. Now the final question is saying, what's the most
mhm.
important factor when choosing a car?
Um, I think the number of members, for example, if you are buying a car and you have a family, so you should take this into consideration. If not, if you are single, for example, you can, or if you are married or يعني If you are single or in your family you are two members only, so you can have a car, a small car. Another option or uh, another thing to think of if you are choosing a car, the price.
Ah,
So it depends of how much money you are going to pay.
your budget.
And yes, the budget.
Yeah.
And then what kind of car you prefer? For example, Mercedes, BM, Infinity, I don't know. So this is the
Yeah,
other point.
exactly. Do you have your own car,
And
Hanadi?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, I have.
You said, and you want to add something else?
Yes, I wanted to add one thing. For example, the nature or يعني where you are living. For example,
Mhm.
if you are living in the city, or it differs if you are living in the city or in a village or a mountain where there is a lot of snow, or the weather is not good. So you are going to have a good car, or for example,
Mm,
a Jeep, not a small car. So that's another point.
yes, exactly. Yeah, good point.
Mm,
Thank you so much again, Hanadi.
mm.
Rima, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm Rima.
Yes, I hear you.
So the question is now, Rima, what's the most important factor when choosing a car?
Many important factors when choosing a car. First of all is I think we must look at the it's a structure. It must be strong. For example, the Japanese car is the best. I look for this.
Mhm.
It is more expensive than other if it is made in Japan, not in Korea or China. I don't know.
Mhm.
But now there is very few cars made really in Japan. I look for this factor. It is important for me. I look also for the body. The body must be, because we live in the mountains now. I look for the body. It must be as a cheap jeep. يعني it must be big, and it must run on the snow, like Hanadi said before.
Mhm.
It's true. It is very important, this factor. I look also on the economic uh, of the fuel the car use. يعني it must be four wheels, four cylinders.
Mm,
Do not يعني waste too much fuel.
mm, okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. And what do you think about the future of cars? How do you think cars will change in the next 20 years?
Uh, يعني from now, the change of the car, it will be after 20 years, maybe more smart. But it is like you said before, it
More
will be very
smart or
dangerous.
smarter, Rima?
Smart, more smarter. They will be smarter.
Mhm.
They are smart now, but not all cars. I think electrical cars will take a large. No, يعني they will be more um, يعني
Ex
مطلوبين
ah,
يعني إنه yes.
ah,
But I don't believe that we will not use fuel cars, because the electrical cars, as you see, they are small. they can't, all family can't fit in it. If you see Tesla, they are small cars, and they ride for يعني, not too much long distance. They can't go long distance because they must be recharged. And for example, in Lebanon, there is no in the station. There is no way to recharge an electrical
Yes.
cars
Uh-huh.
until now. Even at the West, there is not in all stations there is recharging for the electrical. Not now. Maybe after 20 years they will be. I don't know, but I think fuel cars will remain.
Uh-huh. Okay. You said, Rima, that concerning electric cars, absolutely, these days they aren't big enough for big families. But maybe after 20 years, everything is going to be changed. But let's imagine that after 20 years, the electric cars are really big enough for every family. Will you exchange your car now with electric one?
Yes, if it can take me long distance as I want, yes, I would change. Look, something very important in electrical cars, they will. It is about pollution. Pollution is very, very bad, and we must work on it to reduce the pollution through use electrical
Uh-huh.
cars, I think.
Exactly. Good answer. Thank you so much, Rima.
Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to take this into our consideration. Okay.
Yes.
Because our Earth is in danger. We cannot ignore this danger all the time. Um, Thank you again, Rima. And I think that I have to go back to you, Mariam. Guys, before asking you the next question, you still commit mistakes in using there is and there are. Please be careful because you have to notice that the subject, or let me say the noun, precedes the verb. Because of this reason, your mind cannot focus on the verb that you have to use. I know that you are used to use the noun or the subject before the verb, and absolutely because of that, you can consider if the verb is singular or plural. For example, if you want to say the cat because the cat is singular, you have to say is. And absolutely cats is plural, you have to say are. But it is the opposite with there is and there are, because you notice that the noun precedes the verb. Be careful, please try to slow down a little bit and to try to think about the subject or even the noun, because you notice that we have to mention the verb first, and it is easy for us to commit mistakes using there is and there are. Thank you again, Rima. Now I think I have to ask you, Mariam. Okay, now
Yes.
the question is, Mariam, what was your first car?
It was a Renault 12,
Mhm,
red one.
mhm. Okay, why Renault 12?
I don't know because um, in this age or at this ما بعرف at this age,
Exactly, at this age.
yes, at this age we take يعني we take something cheap, maybe something good, something not bad. So I found it, and it's second hand, certainly.
Mm.
It
So,
was second hand. So يعني voilà.
so
And
you didn't have the chance to choose it.
yes, I choose it, but
Aha.
between some cars second hand and So no, it was very good. But
Okay,
now it's not the car we
absolutely.
own it.
By
Yes,
passing, yes, by passing time,
yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Every day, new cars appear every hour, even not every day. Yeah, thank you so much. But I need you, Mariam, just to read this word to me, please. Can you read this word? I'm sorry, let me change the color. I need you to read this word again. How can I read this?
Second,
It is,
second,
it is K. This is second.
second.
Yeah, because you are
Okay,
French educated.
second.
Exactly.
Mm,
Yeah, I noticed that 90% of a French educated students say
mm.
second instead of
Yes,
second.
second. Okay.
Exactly. No, exactly. So it is second. Try to practice saying it too much just to be able to master saying this word.
Okay.
Okay. So I think now I have to ask you the next question, which is saying, do you think there are too many cars on the road? And if yes, what is the solution?
Yes, yes, absolutely. There are too many cars on the road
Mm.
because we don't have any combined, maybe combined uh, transportation,
Uh-huh.
and I think we don't have enough bridges, maybe,
Yes.
or
Yes.
subways or something like that. Donc, we miss يعني we miss that we miss the combined transportation and and bridges, subways.
Mhm. Yeah, I think
That's
you're right.
why we have.
Yeah.
يعني imagine in my house we have five cars.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we have to go to work every day. My husband has his car, me too, my son too, and my another son too, and
Uh-huh.
it's not very
Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. They have to
not
find
logical,
solutions. Do
really.
you, do you know why I'm surprised, Mariam? Because if you notice that Japan is a small country and only 30% of this land is suitable for people to live. Instead of that, they exploit every space, and we can
Yes.
notice that they have no problem in transportation and anything. This is because they know how to exploit the space. By the way, thank you so
Yes.
much. Now, the final question, Mariam. Do you pass your driving test the first time?
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. So you have been practicing before applying to the driving test?
Yes, I learn driving with my brother.
Ah,
So yes, I had this chance, and when I had to pass the test, it was the first time.
so your brother just has taught you to drive a car.
He learned me to
He
drive a
taught
car.
you.
He taught me.
Exactly. What is the difference
Okay,
between teach
teach.
and learn?
Okay, teach and taught.
Uh-huh.
Learn. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Exactly. So teach يعلم, learn
Uh,
يتعلم.
يتعلم. Okay. He taught
Exactly.
me. Okay.
Thank you. And absolutely,
Absolutely.
yes, the simple past of teach is taught.
Taught. Okay.
Uh, okay. Thank you again, Mariam. Now I think I have to ask you, Hanadi, if you can hear me.
Yes.
So, Hanadi, what was your first car?
My first car was Mercedes E
Uh-huh.
320. Yes.
Mhm. Amazing.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you have the choice to choose it?
No, it was a gift.
Ah, amazing. Did you like it that time?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, for
exactly.
sure.
Okay, okay,
Mm.
okay. And do you think that there are too many cars on the road?
Yes,
And what do you think about the best solution to solve this problem?
yes, it's a big problem.
Mhm. How can we solve this problem, Hanadi?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, yes, I can. You said, yes, it is a big problem that we have too many
Mm-hmm.
cars on the road.
Mm-hmm.
How can we
Mm.
solve that, Hanadi?
How we can solve that? We have to ask our country
And what?
to
Uh-huh.
to
All in
put
all.
to put
Mhm.
yes, يعني for example, public transportation is very important. Traffic lights, even here in Bekaa, for example, because if you come around here, you will not find traffic lights except in El Marj, for example.
Mhm.
But I think we need to have a lot of traffic lights to solve this problem. Also, the roads, they should
Yes,
be more wide and equipped. And
exactly.
finally, I think that we should have a very clear law about about, for example, how many cars per house or per family. I don't know.
Amazing.
Yani, they have to take this into consideration and
Exactly.
to organize. Yani. If not,
Mhm.
I don't know where we are going.
I loved it. It's a good answer. Thank you so much. Exactly. So we
Welcome.
notice that every day approximately we can notice new cars enter the country, and even this country, Lebanon, is a really small country. We cannot
Mm.
just to be
For
selfish.
example,
Uh-huh.
mm, for example, I can years ago.
Mhm.
I think uh, I used to spend 5 minutes to go from my home to the office. Okay,
Mhm.
now I need more than 15 minutes
Holy
to
God,
arrive to the office. Yes,
too big
yes,
change. In how many
yes.
years did that change?
2 years. I think not more than 2 years
Holy God.
before COVID and after COVID.
Yeah, and you noticed
Yes,
that. That's amazing. And absolutely, by passing time, it will be more. You will take more time just to get to work and to go home.
yes, mm,
Yeah, I think you're
yes.
right. Exactly. Okay, now the final question is, did you pass your driving test the first time?
Yes, and I was so happy because I did it. I did it with one of my relatives,
Uh-huh.
and he is too older than me. And then I passed the test, and he didn't. So it
Ah,
was
amazing.
like, and Hanadi passed the test, and you not. So it was like that. That's why I was so happy. Also,
And had you practiced before doing the test, the
yes,
driving test?
yes,
Ah,
yes,
amazing.
yes, practiced a lot.
Okay. Thank
Mm,
you so much, Hanadi. It was
yes.
really amazing. Now, Rima, can I ask you these three questions?
Yes, of course.
So, what do you think? What was your first car?
My first car was a small Golf pistache color. Uh,
Hmm.
my father paid for me uh, the amount and I borrowed the rest.
Amazing. Do you still have
It
this
was
car,
it was
Rima?
it was at it is really funny. It was at 800 lira.
Only.
I remember I remember it was at 800 lira.
Holy God. When did you buy it, Rima?
I buy it from Marad I don't know how to say,
Mhm.
in Beirut, from and somewhere. It was not from the شركة يعني.